Podcast.
Hello and welcome to Emma's podcast. I know I'm just giggling, I cannot help myself. In today's podcast, we're going to be talking about, are you in the 1%? Are you? I don't know. So we're going to figure this one out. Let's get started. The rule of 1% is simply defined as adding to your customer service 1% at a time. Before you can do this, you must have your consistency perfected or it will never work. Again, remember what we talked about at the beginning. In regard of consistency and having the right process in place, the right people, everything has to be repeatable, okay? It's like being on the line in a manufacturing down to the floor and doing, you have a stamping machine that's going to repeat the same hole over and over again. Whatever material, whatever is going on, it will be a consistent hole. Then you're going to get into an aluminum plate. Same thing, repeatable. And that's what you got to get first before you can add that 1%. If you try to do it beforehand, it's going to be a fiasco. So, again, it will not work if you don't have this in place. This 1% may seem small, but if you approach the vision for your company with baby steps, you will find a huge increase over a solid chunk of time. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. So, and I say that many times. When you got a business, a lot of people, I think it's the younger generation who, when you see on TV, oh my God, they are so rich, they are famous, everything is, flowing the way, whatever they're doing is fantastic, it's happening overnight. No, it doesn't happen overnight. Okay, let's be consistent. When you start your business, you have to keep in mind, it is a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's never going to be a sprint. It's a marathon. And what helps you is the consistency. What helps you, it's one step at a time. Like the expression said, you cannot run before you crawl. So you have to go a step at a time. Avoid doing too much at once, or you'll set yourself up for failures. It comes down to focusing. It comes down to one baby step at a time. If you, and I've seen too many people getting overwhelmed because, and it's not only customer service on this one, it's everything. When you're looking at a project and there is so many things to do and people are getting thin on the way they're doing it because they are everywhere. And at the end of the day, the result is none. And why it is none? Because they have done nothing except moving air. They started something, then they stop and they want to do something else. And they stop and they do want something else. That's not how it works. So think of the confidence you and your employees will have when you improve 1% each week. That is awesome because it's measurable, it's feasible, and that encourages people. And you can put a KPI tableau somewhere so people can see the progress. And I can guarantee it will boost the morale for everybody. By the end of the year, you will have improved more than 50%. And that's an amazing thing to do, 50%. While rules and standards are necessary for growth, always be flexible with your best customers. Most retailers only allow a set number of items into a dressing room to reduce the risk of shoplifting. But it generally restricts the large percentage of people who are not stealing from you. Flexibility is the key to what you deliver to your customers, and consistency is the key to how you deliver it. Does that make sense? Flexibility is the key to what you deliver to your customers, and consistency is the key to how you deliver it. Now, the bottom line is customer rely on you to deliver what you promise. That's what you're supposed to do. I'm promising you that this will work for 10 years, then we're expecting it for the next 10 years. This should not break. Whatever you're promising to your customer, you need to deliver it. Otherwise, you're in trouble. Let's put it this way. If you spend too much on bulky advertising that promise more than you can deliver, even your best intentions will unravel quickly and you will fail. A lot of people are doing this. We're gonna make it. And I'm like, no, you don't. Because if you're full of lies, guess what? People are gonna realize this very quickly and they're gonna call you on that. And with social media, it's instantly. They don't miss a bit. Even if you go on Amazon and you do a review, then most of those retails, those individuals, those sellers will get back to you because they don't want a low rating. They want to fix the issue immediately. And that's what they will do to an extent, which is great, which is fantastic. I took Amazon as an example, but I'm talking a smaller shop as well. They will make sure the quality is there. Whatever they say they will deliver it. So don't fluff it. Don't boost some lies because you are going to lose credibility towards potential customers. Again, people read reviews. I do reviews now all the time. So if I see something unfair into it, if I see something that doesn't make any sense or I don't like it, I will mention it. However, if I have something that is great, I will mention it as well. But you have to be authentic. Don't fluff on your marketing, on what you're selling. Get it correctly. If it doesn't deliver what it promised, then fix it. But don't fluff something. In the old days, it used to work. Today's market, it doesn't. It will be a lesson to failure. And I can guarantee, unless you change the name of your business or the product, people will remember that for a very long time. When I worked at the Club Med, yes, I did. I worked at the Club Med a long time ago. I got the picture and I said to people, I will never show you the picture as a proof, but trust me. I learned something that was very interesting. They said to me, that was over a few decades ago. They said, we're looking at customer service and you have to remember, out of 10 people, if 9 people are happy, nobody cares. However, if one person has a very bad experience, everybody will remember. And that's the truth. They will remember. So, focus on your vision and baby step to turn your satisfied customer into raving fans. Again, you don't need to fluff. You don't need to do some crazy things and make fake promises. Just deliver what you're supposed to be delivering. Words of mouth will work. Nice reviews will work. True reviews will work. Not the fake ones. Some people do fake ones. And it's like, no, you don't do the fake ones. We'll do it. So I hope you've learned a lot about good customer service and how it's essential to your overall success. So if you need some help with any of the steps, we're going to go through over the last 4 lessons. Try our guided tour and get access to some of the best resources, tools, and coaches available. In upcoming podcasts, we're going to explore strategies of bagging the big client and keeping them. But think about your 1%. Think about what do you have in place? Because for me, when we talked about customer service, it's not the perks to, we're going to give you this for free or we're going to do this for that. No, it's about really being reliable, being honest, being there for your clients. But do something simple. Don't make it too complicated. Don't give 2,000 options. 1 or 2 options and make it scalable, make it repeatable so it's consistent across your employees, across your customer service. This is what the key is. I know people have their own style, but if they have a process in place. It doesn't matter what their style is, they will still deliver the same consistency across everyone. And that's the key. That's the major key you have to remember. But stop fluffing around too. Don't promise the impossible. Make it realistic and authentic. And if you have limitation, then it's time to go back to the drawing board and figure it out if your product or your services need to be adjusted. A little tune-up, a little adjustment, whatever is needed. So you can deliver what you promise, but don't make the fake promises, because I'm telling you right now, in this time and age, oh my goodness, people are not taking it that easily and that very friendly. So you want to make sure that your consistency and your honesty stay there, because your reputation is at stake now. In the old days, we didn't have social media. We didn't have computers. Computers were not for the people. It was just in the early 80s that started to come out, and people were having their personal computers. But it was just a word of mouth, and people were trusting some of the brands because they've been there for generation. Even if they had a bad product, they were still there because they still believe into the company itself. Now, a bad product or service can sink your entire company very quickly. And as I said, people will remember for a very long time. So consistency, customer service, and treat your customer service team properly too. As I said, I witnessed some few things that it was like, oh my goodness, come on, they're human. Treat them better because they are the face of your company. How you treat people, then this will reflect on your business. If you don't treat people very well, then guess what? People are not going to come back. So think about the 1% rules. And again, this is a marathon. The life we're living in right now, everything changed very quickly. However, companies are still growing and evolving and changing and adapting to the ever-changing world we're in. But that doesn't mean that we have to go chaotic, then we have to be like a chicken without head and start to freak out every time there is a big change. We have to adapt based on the vision we've got, and our visions can evolve. You can start something and continue to evolve with your clients. That's what it is. It's your clientele is going to tell you that maybe your products needs to evolve. You may be going to add more product or services. But that is an evolution we all have to do. But how to run your operation should be documented. How your customer service runs should be documented. So anyone coming off fresh from the street should be able to replicate exactly what the others are doing. That is not a secret of Polichinelle. This is nothing else, nothing more than how to train your people properly. And it's not by having Genie and showing them in 15 minutes how to answer the phone. It's to have proper documentation because you have different scenarios happening as well. So your customer service, remember, needs to be top notch. And by making sure you're investing time, money, having the right people in the right position, then that will be your key for success. And again, it's not based because your sister, your cousin, your brother's girlfriend or wife or whatever it is works at the company and decides she wants to be at the head of customer service, and that person should be there at the head of customer service. Because if that person doesn't fit in that role, she should or he should not be there. It should be somewhere else within the company where it fits better. And that's another issue as well. Make it easier. Again, incentive, appreciation. It doesn't mean you have to buy a Rolls Royce for everybody, which could be awesome to have. But do something that is collective, and an incentive for maybe, I will say, an Amazon gift card. Or groceries gift cards, or a store who has some nice gift cards. Do something, maybe a lunch for everybody. Do something different. Have something that will not cost or break, the budget, but at least that will be appreciated by everyone. And even ask those guys what they want. I have, as I said in the past, we had a few people who asked us If we meet those goals, what do you want to do? Oh, well, a lunch. Okay, what kind of lunch? And people decided, oh, well, we want to order from that place. So we did, and that was awesome. Or we would like some goodies. What do you got as accessories or stuff like that? We could have maybe a jacket, maybe with the logo of the company, maybe a T-shirt, something that would be an incentive that would be nice to have. It doesn't hurt to do this. You get more to gain by getting your customer service involved, because they're helping to improve your company. They are the forefront. They're the first one to answer. And it doesn't matter if it's what kind of retail it is, but think about it. So why not doing it? Why not really open this to the level where you want to have a successful business, you want to have good people, so you're never going to make everybody happy, okay? That's not possible. Because if you do this, then you're going to waste your time. But when everybody is in a good place and respected and seen and heard, it makes a huge difference. Think about it. They are not a robot. They are not probably being paid like the CEO or president of any companies, but those individuals are here and they are part to the success of your business. And I don't care if it's one person or it's 200 people. They are part of your business. They are not numbers. And I don't care if it's in-house or outsourced. And I'm talking about. Still needs to be treated with respect. So think about this. That your customer service is one of your pillar, is one of the base that should be already there. This is one that you need to look at and do the proper documentation, the proper system. Review how it works. Review everything you have to review to continue to evolve with that. It is one of the major key as well. So think about it. So we're going to be talking what are we going to be talking on our next podcast, because we are done for this podcast today. Yes, I know I did a freestyle speech. What can I say? Cannot help myself. So on our next podcast, we're going to be talking about, are you on the right path? Oh boy, that's going to be interesting. And yes, we're going to talk about, and that's by the way, we're going to be talking about a little bit about catching the big fish. So we're going to probably get a little bit of the catch the big fish and the snails and the shooting stars, and this is going to be awesome. I'm telling you. So if you have any comments or would like to catch up with me, you can find me on LinkedIn, Tweet, Instagram, where I'm at, Facebook, and Alignable. If you don't know what Alignable is, by the way, I'm an ambassador for Alignable. It's a great platform for networking, and it's different than LinkedIn. This has nothing to do with LinkedIn, actually. There is no competition with LinkedIn, but this is a free tool for business owners, actually, that can connect with other business owners. There's about over 7 million people already on Alignable, and this is a great way to network online and in person, depends where you are. But check it out, that app there, and that's a fabulous app. I love it. So we're going to be talking about, again, on our next podcast. Oh my goodness. I need to articulate. And no, I am not cutting this either. So you got the raw version of it. So we're going to be talking about, are you on the right path? Again, all my love, guys. And I will talk to you later. Bye now. Universe Podcast.